Have you ever felt like someone around you doesn't just dislike you, but there's something deeper at play? Maybe they seem to go out of their way to make your life harder, constantly undermining you or causing you emotional distress. It's not just a simple matter of dislike, it's more complex. In some cases, it's as if they can't stand to see you succeed, be happy, or even live your life in peace. But the question is, why? Why would someone act like this? Why would they continuously create obstacles, criticize you for no reason, or even try to sabotage your success? In today's video, we'll dive deep into the signs that a person doesn't simply hate you, but is deeply consumed with feelings that go far beyond ordinary animosity. These are signs of deeper emotional struggles, envy, and insecurity that may be difficult to recognize at first. You see, it's not always obvious when someone holds negative feelings toward you. Sometimes they hide behind a mask of indifference or even pretend to be friendly. But in truth, their actions are far from what they show on the surface. Through understanding these signs, you'll not only learn to recognize toxic behavior, but also discover how to protect your peace and stay grounded in your faith. This isn't just about dealing with difficult people, it's about recognizing the deeper dynamics at play and staying true to yourself, no matter what others may throw your way. So, if you've ever wondered if there's more to someone's behavior than just simple dislike, stay tuned. In the next few minutes, we'll break down 5 key signs that will help you see the truth behind their actions. And remember, if you find this video helpful, please like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more insightful content. 1. They're jealous of your success. In life, success can be a double-edged sword. On one hand, it brings personal satisfaction and growth, but on the other hand, it can stir negative feelings in those around you. One of the most common reactions to your achievements, especially from others who may have personal insecurities, is jealousy. Jealousy isn't just about disliking someone's success. It's a powerful emotion that often comes from feelings of inadequacy, fear, or a deep sense of lacking in one's own life. When someone is jealous of you, it may seem like they just don't want you to succeed, but there's often more to it than that. The jealousy they express is usually rooted in their own struggles. People who feel insecure about their own lives might view your success as a reminder of what they haven't yet achieved, which causes them to feel bitter, envious, or even resentful. In many cases, they might not even realize that their negative feelings are coming from their own fear of being left behind or not measuring up. The jealousy consumes the individual, causing them to focus on negativity rather than on their own growth and achievements. Jealousy often makes people unable to see the blessings others have, focusing only on what they don't have. This can create a distorted view of life where one feels that there is only a limited amount of success to go around. Instead of celebrating your progress, they may act distant, indifferent, or even cold because they feel threatened by what you have achieved. Their attitude has less to do with you and everything to do with their own internal struggles. This is why understanding that jealousy comes from a place of insecurity can help you not take it personally. For the person experiencing jealousy, it can be a painful emotion to confront. It can be difficult to accept that one's feelings of resentment are born out of their own dissatisfaction with their situation. This is why it's important to be compassionate and empathetic towards those who are jealous. While it can be hurtful to deal with someone's jealousy, remember that they are not rejecting you. They are rejecting the feeling of inadequacy they have about themselves. Instead of engaging in negative interactions, it's best to respond with patience and kindness. Recognize that their feelings are not truly about you. They are an expression of something deeper within them. This doesn't mean you should diminish your achievements or hide your success. Rather, it means being conscious of the impact your success might have on those who are struggling with their own challenges. You don't need to diminish your light to make someone else feel comfortable, but being humble and understanding in your interactions can go a long way in alleviating their jealousy. Ultimately, success should be seen as a blessing from Allah, not a reason for competition. When someone feels jealous of your success, It's a reflection of their own journey and struggles. Instead of feeling bitter or upset, try to respond with grace and understanding. Keep focusing on your own path, and trust that Allah has a plan for you that is uniquely yours. Your success is a gift from Allah, and it is not a threat to anyone else's happiness or fulfillment. While jealousy can feel like an attack on your achievements, it's important to recognize it as a reflection of deeper insecurities. Responding with kindness and empathy can help diffuse the negative energy and remind those around you that success is not a limited resource. When we support one another, we all grow together in this journey of life. 2. They try to sabotage you. One of the most painful signs that someone may not just dislike you, but truly resent your success, is when they begin to actively sabotage your efforts. It can be a subtle act, like spreading rumors, undermining your ideas, or even trying to discredit your hard work. At first, it might seem like an isolated incident, but when it becomes a pattern, it's clear that there's more to it than simple competition or rivalry. Someone who actively tries to sabotage your progress is usually someone who is deeply threatened by your achievements and feels that your success challenges their own sense of worth or position. Sabotage is not always obvious. Sometimes it can manifest in small ways, such as dismissing your ideas in front of others or intentionally misdirecting you in a direction that harms your progress. It might be someone who deliberately withholds information or support, making your journey more difficult than it needs to be. These actions often stem from deep-rooted insecurity or jealousy, where the person feels that your success takes something away from them, rather than being happy for your growth. In Islam, causing harm to another person is a grave matter, because it not only disrupts the individual's peace, but also causes societal harm. The reason someone might try to sabotage you is often because they feel like they are losing in a race they didn't even know they were competing in. When you succeed, it shines a light on the areas where they may be struggling. For some people, this is too difficult to bear. They might feel that if you succeed, it somehow means they have failed. This is a deeply negative mindset, because success is not a limited resource. Allah has created enough opportunities for everyone to succeed in their own way and in their own time. Someone else's victory doesn't diminish your potential. It's essential to understand that when others try to sabotage you, it reflects more about their emotional state than it does about your worth or abilities. Their actions come from a place of insecurity and fear of losing their own standing or significance. Instead of taking it personally, you can choose to rise above their negativity. Responding to sabotage with patience, understanding, and kindness is a higher path, as this is what our faith encourages. Those who try to sabotage your success will only harm themselves. Their actions reflect their own lack of confidence and belief in their own abilities. You, on the other hand, are on a path that is guided by Allah, and no one can take away the success that is meant for you. Keep your heart pure, your intentions sincere, and your actions focused on what truly matters. Success will come to those who trust in Allah, remain patient, and persevere through adversity. 3. They spread negative rumors about you. One of the most painful signs that someone doesn't just dislike you, but harbors deep resentment, is when they go out of their way to spread negative rumors about you. Rumors are one of the most harmful and damaging tools that a person can use to hurt another, especially when the rumors are false or exaggerated. Spreading lies or negative gossip can tarnish your reputation and turn others against you, causing unnecessary hardship and pain. But understanding the root cause of such behavior can help you navigate through these situations with grace and patience. The spread of rumors often comes from a place of insecurity and envy. People who feel threatened by your success or character may resort to gossip as a way of diminishing your value in the eyes of others. They might feel that by ruining your reputation or creating doubt about your intentions, they can elevate themselves or protect their own sense of self-worth. In truth, their actions stem from fear of being overshadowed, fear of not measuring up, and fear of being left behind. They think that by tearing you down, they will somehow protect themselves from feelings of inadequacy or failure. Allah says, "O you who believe, abstain from many of the suspicions. Some suspicions are sins, and do not be curious to find out faults of others, and do not backbite one another. Does one of you like that he eats the flesh of his dead brother? You would abhor it, and fear Allah. Surely Allah is most relenting, very merciful. Just as we would detest eating the flesh of our deceased brother, so too should we detest speaking ill of others behind their backs. The harm caused by such actions is severe, and Allah warns us against it because it destroys the trust and unity that should exist among us. When someone spreads negative rumors about you, it can be incredibly painful. It can make you feel isolated, hurt, and misunderstood. You might wonder why someone would do this, especially if you have never wronged them. But remember that rumors are not a reflection of your character. They are a reflection of the insecurity and malice within the person who spreads them. They may be trying to damage your reputation, but their efforts are futile in the eyes of Allah. Ultimately, truth prevails, and the falsehoods will be exposed. 4. They act indifferent but constantly keep an eye on you. One of the most puzzling and emotionally draining signs that someone doesn't just dislike you, but may feel a deep-seated resentment, is when they act indifferent toward you while simultaneously keeping a close eye on everything you do. On the surface, they might appear to not care about you or your life, as if they have no interest at all in your actions. However, when you look closer, you begin to notice that they are always aware of your every move, every achievement, and every decision. It's as if they are constantly monitoring you, all while pretending not to be involved or concerned. This behavior is often born out of jealousy, insecurity, and a desire to control the narrative around you. The reason for this contradictory behavior is rooted in the person's inner turmoil. They may be envious of your success or your character, but instead of acknowledging their feelings and addressing them healthily, they choose to distance themselves emotionally by acting indifferent. However, this indifference is a facade. In reality, they are deeply affected by your actions, which they can't seem to ignore. They might be watching your social media posts, observing your movements in a group setting, or even subtly bringing up your life or accomplishments in casual conversations. Their indifference is a mask, and behind it lies a deep fixation on what you are doing. This behavior is particularly common in situations where someone feels threatened by your growth or achievements. Instead of openly confronting their feelings of jealousy or inadequacy, they adopt an air of indifference. This allows them to feel as though they are not affected by your success, while still keeping a close watch on your every step. This passive-aggressive form of behavior can be incredibly confusing because, on one hand, they act as if you don't matter to them at all, but on the other hand, they are always aware of what is going on in your life. 5. They are always criticizing you without a valid reason. One of the clearest signs that someone doesn't just dislike you but has deeper feelings of animosity is when they are constantly criticizing you without any valid reason. You may find that no matter what you do or how hard you try, they seem to always have something negative to say. They may nitpick your actions, question your decisions, or find faults in every aspect of your life, all without offering constructive feedback. This relentless criticism can feel overwhelming and discouraging, especially when you are doing your best. But understanding the underlying motives behind such behavior can help you respond with wisdom and patience. At the core of constant criticism is often jealousy and insecurity. A person who is secure in themselves and their own abilities is unlikely to feel the need to constantly tear others down. However, when someone feels threatened by your success, confidence, or happiness, they may resort to criticism as a way of coping with their own feelings of inadequacy. Their criticisms are not based on any real flaws in you, but on their own inner struggles. They may be projecting their own fears, doubts, and frustrations onto you, trying to bring you down to their level to make themselves feel better. When you are constantly being criticized, it can be incredibly discouraging. It can make you doubt yourself and your abilities, especially if the criticism is unfounded. However, it's important to remember that their words are a reflection of their inner state, not of your true worth. If their criticisms are not grounded in truth or constructive advice, then they are simply a manifestation of their own insecurities. Their goal may be to make you feel small or insignificant, but this is not a reflection of your reality. Their constant negativity comes from a place of weakness, not strength. In such situations, it's essential to not internalize their criticism. Instead of allowing their words to define you, take a step back and reflect on the truth of what they are saying. Ask yourself whether their criticisms are based on facts or whether they are merely a projection of their own feelings. If the criticism is constructive and helpful, then use it to improve yourself. But if it is baseless or hurtful, let it go and move forward with confidence. Don't allow their negativity to take root in your heart. It's also important to remember that criticism is not always a reflection of your actions, but rather the state of the person who is criticizing you. If someone is constantly criticizing you, it could be because they are struggling with their own feelings of inadequacy. They may feel threatened by your achievements or the way others perceive you, so they use criticism as a way to deflect attention away from their own shortcomings. Additionally, when dealing with constant criticism, it's helpful to distance yourself emotionally from the person who is criticizing you. Understand that their words are not a reflection of your worth, but a reflection of their own inner struggles. It's important to protect your peace and mental well-being by not internalizing their criticism. If possible, try to limit your interactions with individuals who are constantly negative and surround yourself with people who lift you up and offer constructive support. Constant criticism without a valid reason is often a sign of the critic's own issues, not yours. It is a reflection of their inner turmoil, jealousy, or insecurity. Instead of letting their words affect you, focus on your own journey and remain confident in who you are. Remember that Allah sees your efforts and will reward you for your patience and resilience in the face of adversity. Keep moving forward with faith and trust in Allah's plan for you, knowing that the truth will always shine through and that no baseless criticism can diminish your worth. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope these signs have helped you understand the deeper reasons behind some of the negative behaviors people may display. Remember, the key is not to react with anger or frustration, but to stay true to yourself and trust in Allah's plan for you. Your peace and well-being are precious, so don't let anyone's negativity distract you from your journey. If you found this video insightful, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Deen Xplorers for more content that helps you grow spiritually and emotionally. And as always, keep spreading positivity and stay strong in your faith. May Allah bless you and guide you on your path.